It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay. She off your mind.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go summer us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun Diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun Diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This man not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Aha. Now you not done here. All these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. When they thief our money, we no want to make the common man get. Maiyegun la wa mo, la mo do. Maiyegun Diary, number one.
Hello there.
Maiyegun la wa mo, la mo do.
Maiyegun Diary, number one.
Good morning to you, good afternoon to you, and good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. My face is just shining somehow. I'm wondering why.
Maiyegun Diary Politico.
Before I go,
Godfatherism.
Thank you so much for joining me from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun Live. Read the caption of this broadcast. Share the broadcast. Then read the description as well. Like the broadcast. We are starting in a moment.
Ani esuraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú esuraki.
Maiyegun ti dé.
And yes, you like Lórí Facebook. And yes, you like Lórí YouTube. And yes, you like Ọba Bàdéwúrẹ́. And yes, you like Ijó Ìgbádìyẹ. And yes, you like Presido Barufio. And yes, you like
Thank you so much.
And yes, you like Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. And yes, you like Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin òwò. And yes, you like
Thank you so much, and I'm so sorry that it's kind of unusual the way I usually start. First, we are starting late, and secondly, I am still kind of doing some connections just before we get started. I got my camera, yes, my 3,200 pounds camera. It is the one on the side. If you are watching on YouTube, don't worry, I'll take it off. I just want you to see it. I haven't done any setting on it. Now, what you need to do for me right now is this. Today, they were doing the inaugural lecture. Inaugural lecture is where the president-elect and the vice president-elect would be lectured on what is expected of them. You get what I mean? What is expected of the incoming government? The outgoing one will talk about what they have done. The incoming will be kind of lectured, sort of like advised. However, today, as part of what they call that thing again? Is this ceremony? Well, inauguration or swearing in, ceremony. Tinubu was missing today. Again, maybe you have to get used to that, especially a lot of you who have who survived the Bukwari. So Shettima was on seat. Uhuru Kenyatta, that is the former president of Kenya, was on hand, and all his message, advice, and all that he wanted to say to Tinubu, he had to say them through Shettima. Also today, Shettima himself came out and he said, because of the fear of Islamization, that a lot of Nigerians are publicly professing their fear for what will become of Nigeria, especially the Muslim ticket, with a drug lord and then a Boko Haram sympathizer in charge. So Shettima came out today and he said, listen, guys, we understand that you are scared of us, you are afraid. But just so you know that we have no plan for any Islamization. If you are kind of worried about me, my chief security officer, that's Shettima now, just give me 1 second. I'm going to pop you all on hold for a moment, just some quick. Meanwhile, I'll let you go listen to this. I'll be back in a minute or two. Don't go anywhere.
Please sit down. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, the Presidents of Ghana, Senegal, Togo, Niger, and the representative of the Chadian President, the Senate President, the President-elect represented by his vice, Senators of Lagos, of Governors of Lagos, and other governors here, members of the National Assembly, President and Chief Executive Officer of Dangote Group, traditional rulers here present, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here this morning or this afternoon to commission.
Thank you very much. So he said he has appointed a Catholic Igbo Catholic as his chief security officer. Just maybe that will put your mind at rest. Don't worry, we are going to take them on one by one. And tonight, it's also going to be an open mic. Open mic in the sense that you can call in any moment from now, but I'll tell you when, okay? But it's not going to be like that stretch, presentation. It's going to be like, interactive. So today in Abuja, where they were holding what they call the inaugural lecture for Tinubu is missing. Now, I want to take it on. Meanwhile, there are already what they call more or less like a declaring a sort of curfew in some part of Abuja, where the Nigeria military, police, and the rest of them, they are currently showing what they call the show of force. That is to show that anybody that tried to come and protest here tomorrow, this is what you are going to meet. This is what you are going to see. I'll show you that video, but let's go to that venue where Uhuru have some words.
And if I may address His Excellency, the President-elect, President Tinubu, through you, Your Excellency, Vice President-elect, I speak to you as a brother, but also as an elder statesman in leadership. The contest is now over, and the hard work of building a prosperous and unified Nigeria now begins. Upon assuming the office of president, you would be wise to transcend from the tactical politics of an election and assume your role as Nigeria's vision bearer. This will demand a complete overhaul of the adversarial mindset that we as politicians are conditioned to embrace during the electoral process. As president, you must learn very quickly to lead those who love you and those who loathe you with equal passion and commitment, because you are now the father of all. As your fellow African, I look forward to a Nigeria that emerges from this transition ready to flex and fight for its rightful place on the global stage with both hands at the ready. Your Excellency, President Buhari, I once again thank you for your leadership. I thank you for your friendship. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you all very kindly for your attention. May God bless you all. May God bless the Federal Republic
of Nigeria. You know, the picture of when you have in Africa, right? So they build an image that anybody who is, if you become a governor, for example, they have to build this fatherly figure around you. They make you believe that you are now father to everybody. Do you understand? So therefore, even everybody will have to like address you and treat you like you are their father, something like that, even if you are treating them horrible with your policies and all that. So that's the kind of picture Kenyatta is also painting there. Well, let's go listen to the Shettima before we get onto that of Buhari. Then I will open the line at some point. Then we'll begin to have our interaction. Are you even ready? The courts have not been able to stop the inauguration of Kolu. So on Monday, by 10 a.m., on Monday, the 29th of May, it will be sworn in as your president. How many of you have actually sat down and just imagined it or something? I'm not talking about those of you who have like over-imagined. I'm just saying that now that it is going to happen, I would love to hear from you. A lot of people are already saying, Baba, I'm already executing my own plan B. What is that? You will likely share that with us if you want. Let's go back to that venue where Shettima also spoke.
I begin by thanking President Muhammadu Buhari. Ali bin Abi Talib said, power does not change a man, it reveals a man. In 8 years of stewardship, you were subjected to the most cruelest of attacks. You were demonized. You were dehumanized. You were even robbed of your humanity. You are called the brain of Sudan. But never for a single moment did you harass or use any extrajudicial means to extract payments. About a year ago, the nation was at the brink of an implosion. There was acute agitation for a power shift. For the first time in the contemporary history of Nigeria, I dare to be contradicted by anybody. For the first time, a sitting president provided the enabling environment for the conduct of a just and fair primaries in his political party. That was how President-elect Ashwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerged as the flag bearer of the APC. And as H.S. Aga said, the truth that sets men free is most often the truth that men prefer not to hear. The digital anarchists can say whatever they want, but the truth is that President Muhammadu Buhari conducted the fairest and just election in the contemporary history of this nation. Ralph Waldo Emerson says, your actions are so loud that I do not hear what you say.
Seriously, how many of you kind of understood what he said? Apart from the time he lied, that Bukwari was abused, demonized, and Bukwari never used his power to arbitrarily, apart from that part, how many of you actually understood what he said? He was just pretty much like, blah, 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 I mean. And the guy likes to sound like he's an orator too. He will be quoting, he will be quoting some quotable quotes. And then, Alexander the Great, and all that. Whoa. By the time Kolu finally disappear, by the time you no longer see Kolu anywhere, you better also get in, in transit, Presidiot, shitty man is going to be in scale like that. You understand? Anyway, Bukwari, who decided to continue to live in his own world, in his own bubble, he said Nigerians shouldn't worry about debt. You should worry about investments, what they use the debt for. You may not appreciate them today, but you will tomorrow when he is long gone. Anyway, I will replay that clip again, if you don't mind.
Please sit down. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, the Presidents of Ghana, Senegal, Togo, Niger, and the representative of the Chadian President, the Senate President, the President-elect represented by his vice, Senators of Lagos, Governors of Lagos, and other governors here, members of the National Assembly, President and Chief Executive Officer of Dangote Group, traditional rulers here present, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here this morning or this afternoon to commission this greenfield Dangote oil refinery and petrochemical complex. I recall that just about a year ago, I was here to commission your fertilizer plant and had the opportunity to briefly inspect this refinery complex then under construction. On that occasion, the group chairman, Alhaji Ali Dangote, hinted to me that the refinery will also be ready for commissioning before the end of my tenure in office, and will extend the invitation for me.
Let's just take that out, because it's the wrong clip. Anyway, so in his own speech at the venue, that was where he said, although he is leaving Nigeria in serious debt, but he believed that he has invested in the future of Nigeria. And with Kolu coming in, he is very confident that all he couldn't achieve, all the results that should have come out of the indebtedness, whatever it is right now in Nigeria, right? That when Kolu comes in, Kolu will fix that. But Kolu was not on seat. So inside Abuja, for those of you who are in Abuja, inside Abuja, today, it's been like that for a while. But today, I don't know if you have seen this. So that is what Abuja looks like. It's like, preparing for, not for inauguration, preparing for war. And it is between the Nigerians that are saying that he is not their president. He is not my president. So this is where the open mic will start. Okay. A lot of you kind of believed, maybe not a lot, but I think a lot of people believe that in that same corrupt Nigeria, compromised institutions, somehow, they will turn around and shoot themselves by themselves, like commit political suicide by granting your wish. What I mean by that is this. The law shouldn't kind of respect anyone, okay? Everybody should go before it, present your evidence, who is right and who is wrong, you know what I mean? But that's not how it works in Nigeria. I was at a barber shop today, and a kind of a very big brother like that here in Glasgow was in that shop as well. And we kind of, barber shop, we started gisting and talking, and all the gist and all that, things got to that of Nigeria. And he did mention that, man, there's nothing that can stop the swearing in of Tinubu on Monday. I was like, were you expecting the court to stop him before? It was like, no, it wasn't, but it was following. I was like, they won't do that. The reason is because it is about power. Before now, it was, Tinubu. The moment INEC announced him, it is no longer Tinubu. It has become the business of so many seen and unseen hands. Whose interest, if Tinubu gets swept out like that, whose interest will also kind of go down the drain. So the forces that are going to try and hold it together for as long as it takes, they are more than just Tinubu. And that is why they prefer to take the institutions than to look for any smart ass that can beat the system. You know, Nigerian lawyers can manufacture evidence. Do you know that? In Nigeria, they can manufacture evidence that doesn't exist. They will manufacture it. They can manufacture a sort of a segment of the law that doesn't exist. And they can use that to deceive the judges and get judgment in Nigeria. But that's a long thing. Why do you need to get a smart lawyer when you control the justices of the courts? Why do you need lawyers? Why do you need to bribe or get to pay IT experts to rig, to hack into INEC server and rig election for you when you can buy the entire INEC by buying their chairman? So it is bigger than just Tinubu anymore. Every time you wake up and you look at him and you feel so angry and all that, and you wish that something right will be done, just remember, it is not just him anymore. Your pastors, your imams, your babalawos, your your doctor, all those important people that you think are not even politicians. Everybody have a stake now. And having stake means they will sabotage everything and just to keep him there. So the battle is beyond just what is right, what is legal, or what is not right, or what is illegal. It is about the interest of the establishment. So I'm not expecting them to kind of look into any evidence and get Kolu sanctioned. No, they won't do that. In Nigeria, I have told you before, what they care about or what they care for is indeed, they look for technicality, error in any of your cases. And they can say, oh, because of that. So when they threw out all the cases on Friday, yesterday, the Supreme Court also said that opposition in Nigeria, they are using social media to bully them, to oppress them. She wahala never comes, so. You will won't go seek justice. His lordships, our lordships. Justices, they are now saying that you are using social media to bully them, to threaten them, and you should stop. Now, what does that tell you? They already made up their mind about you. So what they are doing mostly right now is that, they are not going to accept the result. They are not going to accept the court judgment. They will want to foment trouble. Like, you know what I'm trying to say here, right? Okay, let me explain that. When you feel cheated, they will tell you to go to court, Abi. Now, you go to court, you approach that court with confidence that justice, you get it, Abi. But that is not how it works in Nigeria. It doesn't work that way. Okay? So what they are now doing, rather than them to be prepared and be neutral and listen to everyone, they are already taking sides because the same thing, those who rigged you, those who robbed you, those who attacked you, those who killed you because of election, the same thing they are saying that you are bullying them on social media. You are using social media to cause problem. You are using social media, you want to use social media to destroy Nigeria. But yet they are the ones attacking you. They are the ones arresting you. They are the ones even threatening you that they will deal with you if you think you are stubborn. But then they turn around and say, hey, look at them, they are using social media to bully us. So what APC and PDP are saying about you is what the Supreme Court is now saying about everybody, opposition. Supreme Court says opposition is using. How did Supreme Court know opposition? How did they know which one is opposition? It's because they've made up their minds. This whole thing is called judicial. Hey, they have a name for it too. Judicial exercise. No, not exercise. Everything that will happen throughout all of this tribunal charade, is just going to be for those who are going to, in the future, they will want to write their thesis or they want to write their project on presidential election tribunal. Sure you get? It is just pure, you know. So at the end of the day, they need to place you somewhere. Because that's why I said they've made up their mind. They are now saying that they believe that you are not going to accept the court judgment because they have seen it on social media. Some of you said the court is going to rob you. And if the court rob you, the next thing is that you will reject that judgment. They are reading the same, and they claim that all those posts on social media, they are threats, as if to say they have intention of ruling against you. Do you understand what I'm saying? The case never starts on a pre-hearing then they evidence and everything have not been submitted. But the justices that will listen to everything are kind of worried because of your activities on social media, because they believe that if they rule against Obi, for example, you are not going to accept it. You're not going to accept the court. And if you are not going to accept the judgment of the court, because you didn't accept the result announced by INEC, because you didn't accept the result announced by INEC, now there is no certainty that you're going to accept the announcement of the court, judgment of the court. So they are now worried that what will happen next if you don't accept the judgment of the court? Will Nigeria now go up and become lawless? What's going to, they are worried about that. They are not worried about doing their real job. Seriously. Femi Fani-Kayode said, going to court to challenge Tinubu's election is pretty much like what Nzeribe and co did to MKO Abiola in 1993. That's what Femi Fani-Kayode said, though. Femi Fani-Kayode now like turning this into Igbo versus Yoruba. Okay, you rigged the election, or they did an election, and some said they didn't accept the results. A Fulani man is in court, an Igbo man is in court. But Femi Fani-Kayode decided, in order to gaslight the judiciary, in order to bully the judiciary, he came out and he said that they are trying to do MKO Abiola for Tinubu by going to court to challenge the election. That if the court in Nigeria should annul the election of Tinubu, that this is not going to be like MKO Abiola time. The Yorubas will fight. Nigeria will burn. Do you get that? Do you get that language? It is no longer challenging election results in court. It is like they are trying to annul the results. Therefore, putting the judiciary themselves on the pole, saying if you rule against us, that means you are trying to do what Nzeribe did and Babangida did to MKO Abiola, a Yoruba man. Yes, it is called dog whistle. When you say things like that, you are trying to let people be on alert that this is no longer election dispute. It is now ethnic battle or ethnic war. If it goes this way, now war. So if the obedience says, if the court says, no, if the court legitimizes this thing, Nigeria is finished. Democracy is dead. So the judiciary left the likes of Femi Fani-Kayode and they picked on you. It is deliberate. It is to put you in that box, that position they want you to be, so that, like they say, give a dog a bad name and then hang it. I don't know if that even makes any sense to you because it hasn't happened yet. And this is also like teleprompting. No, not teleprompting. Teleporting, rather. It's like seeing the future that is so close, and part of what the soothsayers are unable to really define, even for the power mongers, the establishment themselves. Yeah? So, on Monday, to those of you who are going to be out there, I would like to take your calls. I would like to know what is going on right there in your mind. I don't believe in their judiciary. The entire system is compromised. Even though they told you to go there, even though you are there, I can sit down here and tell you one by one how the entire case is already sabotaged before they even call it up on the 30th of May. But like I've promised, I am not going to be the one that will be like the killjoy, the one that will kind of make it so obvious. Yeah? To the point that I will be like, I'm discouraging you from having a little or what have you hope. I love it when people say they have hope, and then they kind of believe that something is going to shift, not through the system that actually mess the thing up. So if you think Monday is still not here, and indeed you have a different view of what Monday will be like, of course, be my guest. Now, I'm going to take a short break. I'm still going to continue talking, though. So when I see call, I'll take it. And then when that drops, I'll continue talking. That's what our night is going to be like tonight. And the reason why I'm doing this so early is because we are going to finish early again. Okay? Yes. So I am going to pop everybody on a short break. Okay? And that short break is just briefly. Okay? Then when I get back, I'll continue my presentation and I'll take us in between. It's an open mic. Are you ready? For President Kalu from Monday? Or let this just be a bad dream, so that by Monday when you wake up, it will be a bad dream and it won't be a real one. Abi? My brother is real. My sister is actually real. And I would like to see what some of you actually feel about it. You know something, right? Before I go, the Presidential Transition Committee of Tinubu, for the past 1 week, they have been sending messages to your mobile phones. If you are in Nigeria, you probably have received them a few times. Pretty much like begging Nigerians that give him a chance. We need unity. We need to come together. Let's come together for the sake of Nigeria. Let us forget everything that is dividing us. Let us, those kind of messages. I don't know if you have received them or if you have been receiving them as well. Yes, they know that Nigeria is divided. Sure you get. And what divided Nigeria so badly this much starts with injustice. It's just about 48 hours, less than 48 hours now. Buhari will become the former president of Nigeria. And for his entire 8 years, he was so bloodthirsty that his own personal hatred for the Igbos manifested in his 8 years government, that if the Igbos are beginning to list out those that are judicials are killed by Buhari's government in the last 8 years. Even when their court said the man he kidnapped from Kenya, when they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta was their president, is the former now. Their court said Nnamdi Kanu should be released and returned back to Kenya. The injustice in Nigeria that is so permanent, so normal to a lot of you in that contraption reared its head, and to this day, it has breeded even more hatred for that Nigeria, especially from those who have suffered toward unnecessary injustice in Nigeria, denied injustice completely, denied their humanity, humiliated in their own country, supposed country, to the point that people have kind of departed. A man that rose and stood for those that have become the victims of terrorism in Yoruba land, Sunday Adeyemo, Oloye Sunday Igboho. The Nigeria system under this criminal who actually spared criminals and then chased the citizens of the country. He went after Sunday Igboho, and to this day, that injustice meted at that, that man under this Bokwari has breeded even more hatred towards Nigeria from the Yoruba folks. Seriously. So Bokwari divided Nigeria, then coupled it with corruption that has now grounded the country to a halt, whereby poverty is now the order of the day. People have become more poorer. Crime has increased in the country under these criminals. So a divided country is what Bokwari is living. However, you have your own say. 48 hours. 48 hours won't be like enough to correct all the wrongs. Not even enough to start, but at least it can start by releasing Nnamdi Kanu tomorrow. Because currently Nnamdi Kanu is actually, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is currently in detention illegally. The court released him twice. And Bokwari's Malamu decided to keep him illegally. And there are thousands of Nigerians like that have been locked up illegally. Injustice is the bane of development of Nigeria. And a lot of people are now asking, they want to opt out. We want to opt out. Let's leave and all that. Don't worry. I'll come back and take us now, okay? I'll go mix my tea. That's why I'm taking a break, okay? And also, just before I go, again, I want to keep saying, I want to say thank you to every one of us. I got the camera. It came in this evening. I haven't done all the settings, okay? But, Baba, it came with the lens as well. Here you get, and it is brand new. I love it. And I want to say thank you to every one of you that chip in support of this. You know what you did is that I had a plan of getting a new camera, a camera that won't kind of be going off. Here you get, when I'm live. And my intention then was that having to spend over 3 million naira your money in getting a camera, I mean, I've got other expenses as well. So I decided to start putting money away for it. My equipments here are very, very expensive. Very, very expensive stuffs here, right? So there are no stuffs I can easily just go on and just go get and say, oh, I don't like, oh, my camera is blinking, I'm going to go get another one. It's not easy. So within a space of 2 days, you have been able to help. In fact, you motivated me into doing it now, okay? So I got a donation of 1,480 pounds. Thank you so much, oh. That's nearly 1,500 pounds. And you see this camera and everything that comes with it, the accessory, the lens and all that. Modern, oh, very lovely. Cost me 3,314 pounds. And I've got warranty on it, so I can have it for another 3 years. If everything goes on well, no error, no nothing, this is going to be the camera I'm going to be shooting with tomorrow when I go live. So you can tell the difference when you see the picture and all that. It's quite classic. So thank you very much. So what happened is that instead of me coughing out nearly 3,400 pounds, you saved me 1,500. So I only ended up spending 1,900 pounds. That's nearly 2 million as well. So thank you to every one of you. I wish I could start mentioning your names, but at least when you see this, that is to tell you that it is done. And I'm so grateful to all of you. Don't go anywhere. The line will be opened now. Tell me, are you ready for President Kalu who starts soon? Don't go anywhere.
Oh, you joke around. I'm a leader, no, we don't go with them. I'm a leader, no, we don't go with them. I'm a leader, no, we don't go with them. I'm a leader, no, we don't go with them. I'm a leader, no, we don't go with them. Some people think say you they do juju.
Is this a joke? They will never go free.
Them they born face oh yeah, that would them they born face for. Easy body yeah, you're so wicked they walk oh. You know, as I'm watching on television now, they paint them. That is all. And they sweet there. When they see me appear like this, they paint them. And I promise them, I'm here to bury them. I see they paint them, they see us. I see they paint us, they pay. When you say, I see they paint them, they see us. I see they see us, they go they pay. I see they paint them, they see us. Face me and face you. Every morning, every afternoon, every night, weekend, every time, weekend. Weekend is not important. Why are you worried? Weekend is not important. Why are you worried? Allow weekend to rest. A big man, a big man, a big man, a big.
So I have my first caller. Hello there.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun General.
Hello, sir. I'm very well. Wow. How are you, sir?
Well, I would like to say congratulations to your new camera. You deserve it. You deserve it.
I know. Thank you very much. I mean, I'm waiting to test it tomorrow and see what the picture feels like. The ease of me not having to worry about any blinking or flickering and all that. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you.
Well, anyway, I was just calling because of the deception, that the obedience, believing that they will get the mandate back from Tinubu. There's no way. I don't care whatever those guys think about. Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. There's no way. These people know what they were doing. They will keep on a journey. They know what they were doing. It's too late now. You might just accept this guy. The Christian leader, they're already saying that they should just pray for Tinubu for successful presidency.
Aligning. You start seeing them aligning, and it's Nigeria, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, all these things that they be saying that they would take the mandate from Tinubu, give it back to rightful owner. They're just lying to us. There's nothing nobody can do. Tinubu is the next president. That's it. There's nothing they can do. I mean, he's just done now. I mean, Baba, Nigeria is depressing. Nigeria is depressing in country.
Waiting on the courts, but I didn't see that happen. I mean, happening, but now that's in the past. So we are now waiting on the tribunal to see if they will do the right thing. That's what people are saying, but I don't see that happening as well.
It's not going to happen, Mr. Maiyegun. It's not going to happen. It's done. After all this celebration, inviting all these presidents to come to, it's not going to happen. No more. It's done. It's done. Anyway, Baba,
thanks so much for stopping by, Baba. Nice one. I have another caller on the line here. Hello. Can you hear me? Okay.
Hello.
Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Maiyegun.
All right. I think I've taken another one then. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun Baba.
Oh, Yima. How are you?
All right. Good evening.
How you doing?
How's the family, Baba?
Same. Oh, we thank God. Oh, how's yours?
Hi. How are you doing well? I hope Akin is taking care of Leila.
Say that again. Sorry.
Hope Akin is taking care of Leila.
Oh, he's very fond of her. That I can attest to. Trust me, he's all over her. Well, thanks for asking anyway. Baba.
Good lad. Baba, let's go to the matter at hand.
Yeah, now.
It is now game over. Abi?
Well, I'm not
game
saying
over.
that.
I'm
not saying that if we are banking on if the people are still banking on the courts, then I don't see that happening. You know.
Baba, you are not saying it. Me, I'm saying it. It is game over. It is game over. From the word get-go, they were only just using you lots to play a game that they will put their man Kolo in. They said, go and get PVC, you got PVC. They say, pick a party, you pick a party. They say, pick a candidate, you pick a candidate. They say, go out and vote. You saw what happened during the day that you wanted to go and vote. Now that they've announced Kolo, you think the judges or the court or the judiciary in Nigeria, Nigeria is messed up. She is messed up. I don't know that lady that there was a lady you played like 2 days ago on Andrew Kibe's show that was blasting Nigerians.
Mm-hmm. Saying that Nigerians are always trying to say, don't let us expose our dirty in public.
Yeah.
Let's not. Talking about shit.
Yeah. Baba, what that woman said, that woman was correct. The whole world knows what Nigeria and what Nigerians are. So there's no need for you to start claiming, oh, you want to cover this thing, cover that. No. People know what's going on in Nigeria. The whole world knows what's going on in Nigeria. As for me, I've already told you, I signed out on them. Anything we want to happen to them, make it happen to them. If they want to suffer, make them suffer. If they want to enjoy, make them enjoy. If they want, let them just do what they want to do.
We'll just say,
because, man, look for far. I always said it that we that are living outside, we are living in exile.
That's right.
We will not go home soon, anytime soon. And even if you do, you will go. Even if you do go home, you will be afraid because you know what's going to happen. So let us all enjoy our exile.
Just because
they tell you, Baba.
You know what I mean? You don't deserve to be free.
Anyway.
I
tell you, we should enjoy it.
I got David's book. David wrote a book and they call it The Jungle, right? So I got the book just yesterday, and I kind of read something that will jot you. Is that by the time you get on the first chapter, the first chapter of that book is the horrible story of how Nigeria policemen in Abuja, in the name of arresting prostitutes, women, they decided to start raping them. In fact, using a bottle to rape some women that couldn't pay them. Those who could pay them, they released them that night. It was horrible. The jungle. Anyway, Jima, talking about Nigeria, we'll be loving Nigeria from abroad. Thank you so much.
Well done, sir.
Nice one. So I have another. What is your preparation? Because you see, even those who are in Nigeria, they know what they are facing. They can face what they are facing. But those of you who are outside Nigeria, who feels like, but I'm not there anyway, there are some stigma that will also kind of come on all of us. Pablo Escobar, the president of Nigeria. Are you ready? Hello there.
Yeah, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. How are you?
Hello, Maiyegun. Yeah, how are you? Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How you been? Happy weekend to you.
I know. Happy weekend to you too. Thanks for. I didn't know what happened the last time. So the line was like pretty much we were talking over ourselves.
Yeah, the line cut off. Nice to see you. Nice to talk to you. Right. Maiyegun, we're on the right track. It is not the game. This is what is wrong with Nigerians. The game is not over.
It is not over.
The game is not over. The game will not be over. Yeah? A criminal is a criminal. No matter wherever you go, a criminal is a criminal.
Today might be today might be Tinubu. Today could be anybody. Let's start from this man, Femi Kayode. Yeah, I knew that guy was a very dodgy, sneaky, bad human being, and you can see it obviously that the guy is very repulsive. I know politics is a dirty game if you want to take it that way, but not to that extent. He's a set-up guy. He's the one when he went to Nnamdi Kanu that time, tried to play a good role. He was all setting him up that time. And this Femi Kayode is talking, trying to bring narrative for Igbo, Yoruba. It's a lie. And he's a man who married an Igbo woman. He has an Igbo blood in his own family, he's the one.
Children. It's a triplet, a bit twins, of course.
Exactly. And he's coming to talking rubbish, absolutely talking nonsense. Yeah? Do you know what happened? Where Tinubu failed, that the game is not over. Where he failed, they think they can bring this in as Yoruba Igbo. No, it's not. The people who are against Tinubu are not even Igbo. It's about fighting Tinubu that they don't want him. How many do you know that the elite, some elite in Yoruba land, intelligent, wise, political, fundamental political people with political knowledge who wants to move Nigeria in a very solid direction, who knows Tinubu from childhood, knows that this man is not good for nobody. All right? But what they don't understand, the game is not over. I repeat again, the game is not over. This Fulani Caliphate.
It's not going to even end in court then?
No, let me tell you, my brother. These Fulani Caliphate think they are very smart. But, you know, he can be smart. He can be smart to a certain extent. Right. Then later everything will come out. Because they're very good in doing this game. All this from 1960. They are very good in doing it. However, you see, when they are today, they will jump with Igbo, put an alliance with Igbo. When it doesn't favor them, they jump alliance with Yoruba. They play one against another to control the power, to control the resources. I've told you several times, if there was no oil in Nigeria, Nigeria will not be together by now. We know that for a fact. That Nigeria would have ended long time ago. So it's all about sharing resources. But it has come to the extent that the oil has finished. They're not even longer sharing oil money. They borrow money on top of your head and your grandchildren. It's not oil money anymore. They are using Nigeria to mortgage, taking money. Anybody who loves Nigeria will not be squandering Nigerian money like that. Will not be borrowing money like that. The full understanding do not like Nigeria. All right? Well, they know they don't love Nigeria. Those who love Nigeria are those who want to move Nigeria forward. Because if they love Nigeria, if they have love for Nigeria, they will not do that.
No, they will never
do
that way, of course.
That's what I'm trying to tell you now. The game is not over. What I'm telling you, the game is not over. The Igbos will suffer their loss. Yeah, will suffer their loss during civil war from 67 to 70. Yeah, after the war, they raped our women, they captured them by force. They took them to their land. They do all whatever they do. But now, the truth has been revealed to Nigerians. The Nigerians have come down to understand that Igbos are no longer, I repeat again, Igbos are no longer the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is people who want to clear the resources. 2 days ago, there was a man, what was it? They call him the man who was campaigning, protecting for APC, Dokubaro, whatever they call him.
Sorry.
Yes, I look at this man. Okay, how on earth can a man like this be so stupid? You stay in your father's land where you were born. You grew up in that land. Somebody from Sokoto, somebody from Borno to come to your father's land and telling you how you can take the resources that belongs to you and pollute your land. You cannot, your mother, your father, your grandfather, your grandmother cannot go to the farm and farm the land. And that man will be in Sokoto telling you how your oil in your father, where they born you, how that land no longer belongs to you, it belongs to him. And he has the whole oil rig, oil well in your own father's land. I'm
gonna take another call now, by the way. So thank you so much for all of that because of our time. Okay, thank you so much. Here I have another call on the line. Hello there.
Thank you so much. Hello.
Okay. Hello, can you hear me? Somebody is there listening to their TV instead of kind of listening to your phone. Hello there.
The general himself.
Yes, sir. How are you?
My name is Emeka Ugochukwu. This is my first time calling.
Sir Emeka.
But I have all Ugochukwu, yes. I have always followed. I have always since 2014, 2012, God knows.
God bless you.
First of all, I say here, I wish you happy birthday, whether it was today, whether it was yesterday, whether it's yet to come.
Thank you.
I am calling to wish you the very best.
Thanks,
both in your personal life and in that of your family, both immediate and extended.
Thank you. Thank you.
There is the consistency which is missing in Nigeria and in Nigerians. We start something and then we get distracted. We either fall down due to our religion, due to our tribe, or due to people say, go this way. Maiyegun, you have shown consistency. May God keep you. Amen. May God protect you. May God continue to direct you.
Amen.
It is something that is missing in Nigeria. It is something that is missing in our politics. We refuse to call evil for what it is. We try to romanticize it. We try to give it a different name. But Maiyegun, you have been consistent.
Thank you.
You know, there are so many people who said outfit like this during that PDP time. Good luck, Jonathan. Everybody was attacking and attacking. You have been there. You have been calling out whether it's APC, whether it is AC that metamorphosed into ACN and whatever. You've been calling all of them out, calling Good Luck Jonathan out for their felling or Obasanjo. You have been consistent.
God bless you.
Maiyegun, your consistency, God will never desert you and your family. Amen. In your moment of need, for standing up for the truth, God will always stand up for the truth for you and for your family.
Amen. Oh,
your generation shall never suffer shame. They will never suffer humiliation.
Amen.
God will make people that will stand up for the truth for them.
Amen.
I don't have much. I don't want to contribute to the Nigerian madness. For me, as an Igbo person,
yes, sir.
Peter Obi was not supposed to get into this because he was supposed to understand where his people are and the problem they've been going through. What Nnamdi Kanu is going through. What did Nnamdi Kanu do that he is there today? What did Nnamdi Kanu do?
Nothing.
Now, there is no governor in the north of Nigeria that is calling out Sheikh Gumi and all the myriad of terrorists that they have. And to credit to the Yoruba political class too, nobody there ever rose to speak against Oloyiboho. Nobody, because they understood what their fight is for. If you don't stand up for your people, these marauders are invading everywhere and using the government to do what they are doing. But unfortunately, the Igbo class, the supposed all too know people, are there. All they want is just a plate of even Freddy Nono, and then they sell.
Just a seat at the table. You know, they don't care if their people are bleeding. Unfortunately,
they don't care. They don't care. Now you tell them you kill 20 people in Enugu. The other guy there is already on his way to Abuja to ask for a little peanut.
Yes.
You know, so your consistency, my brother, I wouldn't want to take too much time of other people. I commend your consistency. The way you have maintained it, the way you have held this touch, may God continue to bear the light for you wherever you go. It is well with you.
Thank you so much.
It is well with you. It is well with you.
Amen.
Yeah.
And with you too.
Remain blessed.
All the best. Please,
Amen.
Don't make this.
Thank you, my brother.
Stop by all the time to us.
Now that I've been able to break through,
yes.
If you notice, I've been calling and leaving voice notes even when you're not on. But now that I managed to run into it now, I think I'll keep it up. But may God bless you. I appreciate what you're doing. I appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, have a good one.
Okay. You see, there are voices. There are so many of you who are just silent watchers.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello there.
Yes, hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear. Can you hear me too?
Okay. No, yes, I can hear you. This is the first time I'm watching your show.
Oh, first time.
Yes, yeah, I'm actually a bit disappointed in the way that you are talking about the judiciary. I think that it's not right.
Sorry,
yes, the way you're talking about the judiciary.
Yeah, sorry. I want you to kind of be able to present yourself very well, right? Go on.
My name is Mohammed.
Yeah.
My name is Mohammed.
I'm calling
My name is Mohammed. Yes. I'm calling from Abuja.
Oh, from Abuja.
I'm watching you on YouTube in Abuja.
That's amazing. You might need to mute that broadcast so that you can continue to speak. I want to hear you. You don't like the way I was. Yeah, go on.
I've muted you. I've muted you. Yes.
Go on.
I don't like the way you are speaking about the judiciary. You what? Let me ask you a question now. For example, look at the way things are at this point in time. Look at the status quo. Look at what obtains at this point in time. Now you're telling me that after all this preparation, after all Tinubu has been doing, and Buhari, all these investigations, they've given him GCON, they've given him GCFR, they've done all of that. You're now expecting the judiciary in 6 months' time, after Tinubu has settled down in Aso Rock with his family and all of that, they'll not say it's Peter Obi that won or Atiku that won. They are putting the cart before the horse. Talk about the Senate. Talk about the people that are making these laws. Why don't they finish this election petition tribunal? Why don't they finish the proceedings before he's sworn in? That's what you're supposed to be saying. It's not the judiciary that you'll be talking about. The judges, those guys don't make the laws.
Baba,
they are just there to interpret it.
Mohammed, I know they are just there to interpret it. We are kind of, it's like we are asking for the same thing here. Okay, you know, a lot of people were saying that ordinarily, this issue of who won or who didn't win and all of that before swearing in, that Nigeria should be able to settle all of that. You know, me and you can't do that. It's those who are in the line of lawmaking, and like you said, right? You are right. It is not the judiciary.
Yes, what you need to understand is that these judges, they are Nigerians like me and you. The judiciary, they are like Nigerians like me and you. They themselves, they don't like what is going on, but they are handicapped. That's just my point. I don't like.
But the one I actually want to add to Mohammed, hang on, so that we can have it like a normal chat, because I love your point. I do. Okay, but here is something, right? The judiciary, they are just there to interpret. Okay. And the law is above everybody. You ask a question like, what would we expect the judiciary to do when Tinubu have been sworn in, he's been there with his family, he's already settled in, you know what I mean? But if the law says he didn't win, right? Do you know that the law will damn any consequences and they will kick him out of there just like that? That's what the law should be. But you know it won't happen because, like you said,
okay, you want to cause anarchy? You want to cause war in Nigeria?
So if the law says they should do the right thing, then it will be anarchy, So the
law does not know what is right. The law does not know what is right. The law understands what is right.
No, hang on, Mohammed. Now you are agreeing with me now. You are agreeing with me that somehow, even if the right thing is to sack Tinubu, right? For example, but because of the fear of anarchy, the judiciary would rather say, for the sake of national unity, Abi, let him just finish.
Yes.
Abi?
Yes.
So can we now then say that the judiciary somehow are worried and scared too?
The judiciary, they are like pastors. Okay. Judiciary, they are our spiritual, they are spiritual watchdogs. Do you understand?
Okay.
Look, Nigeria is already, look at it. If there's a revolution, if there's an anarchy. Okay, see, you are in the UK now.
Yes.
It's not going to affect you. If Yawa starts now, what is going? If Yawa starts now, what is going to touch you?
You see,
what is going to touch you? We are here. I know what I'm telling you. I know what I'm telling you.
You don't know what you are saying. You don't know what you are saying.
Look at what is happening. Look at what is happening in Sudan.
Mohammed, hang on now. You see, you want to have a chat. You have your own sort of fear.
Yes.
I can sense your fear in what you are saying too, right? You don't want anarchy.
Yes. Yes.
For somebody like me now,
yes.
saying this, to you, I am safe because I'm in the UK, right? You are in Abuja.
Yes. Yes.
It's going to affect you first before me. That is an ignorant thing that people are saying, that when you are worried about things happening in Nigeria, it is not out of it is not out of the blues. We have families too. I have friends who have been forced to go and search for money to pay ransom of their family members in Nigeria. I have people that everything going on in Nigeria, their main concern are those they actually love. They are out of Nigeria. Or can all of our family leave Nigeria? So when you say you know what you are saying, you don't. None of us want any war or anything in Nigeria. Oh, Baba, Nigeria is not at war right now. Over 63,000 people.
Yes, but Nigeria can be at war.
No, hang on. You see what law? You see what I believe that injustice does, right? They don't prevent anarchy. They postpone it. So eventually, right, the injustice will pile up. If everybody feel like, oh, we don't want fight, so that's why we are doing this and all of that, too. But eventually, right, it will catch up. And you see that anarchy that nobody wants, at the end of the day, will be the order of the day. So it's not that we want that if your judges do the right thing, the country will go up in smoke, like you are saying. So to avoid it going up in smoke, let's just leave the sleeping dog, let it lie. Abi? No be so?
Yes. Yes.
But the sleeping dog is not going to lie in the face of injustice, Baba. It will only postpone it. But again, none of us have control over this. You know that?
No law in this world. No law. There's no law in this world that can destroy the state that created it. You have to understand, there's no law in this world that can destroy the state that created it. That is the purpose of law.
Right.
Do you understand? That is the purpose of the law. Peace is paramount. Peace is paramount. It is the number one thing. That's why you hear judges and you hear lawyers say that it is better to punish somebody that is guilty than to it's better to punish somebody that is guilty than to it's better to free somebody that is guilty than to punish somebody that is innocent.
So all those legal terms that you can use to kind of like they say in Nigeria, Nigerian lawyers can always like manufacture their own
it's not a matter of
all right.
You don't know me. That's why I write articles. See, I wish you'd be reading my articles. I can
sense that you have some lining in legal stuff. Okay, you see, everything you have said right now is not. It has nothing to do with doing the right thing by your law. It is avoiding doing the right thing in order to avoid anarchy. That's what you've said. You are worried that if by anything,
I'm trying to tell you what other people will not tell you. I'm trying to tell you what other people will not tell you. Even other lawyers will not tell you this. They'll be trying to look for constitution, look for this one, and be quoting this one, and be quoting this one.
Right.
But me, I'm telling you the truth.
You are agreeing with me. That's what you are doing, Baba. Mohammed, you are actually
agreeing with you,
me.
but I'm telling you that it is not. I'm agreeing with you, but I'm telling you that it is not. I don't like the way you are speaking about
blame on the judiciary.
Those guys, they're handicapped as well.
Is that not what you mean?
Yes. It's not their fault.
You see, the problem is that when
it's not their fault. Is it judiciary that let us say, for example, now maybe Tinubu gave INEC chairman some amount of money to do what he did. Is it judiciary that gave him the money? Is it judiciary that gave him the money? They don't want to do. Politicians are the ones destroying this country. Politicians are the ones destroying this country. They've destroyed Nigeria to this point.
Yeah, but law and order
politicians have destroyed Nigeria to this point. They're the ones that we should always concentrate on insulting. They're the ones that we should always concentrate on blaming.
But Baba, again, Mohammed, again,
Baba,
if the court cannot correct what the crisis, because this is like a crisis created by INEC, right? So if the law and order cannot correct that, and we just have to move on, right, to avoid problem, then everything will be fine.
Yes.
Okay, you know, like I said before, Baba, me and you have no control over this, okay? Judiciary will do what they will do, and like you know, once they do what they want to do, the system will take it up again, and then what? They will send soldiers for anybody who doesn't agree. No be so?
Not so.
So let's hope that the judiciary will save the day. Because it's like, it's out of our hands. Not in my hand, not in yours. Or we can continue talking about it. Anyway.
Yes.
Baba, thank you so much.
Yes.
You have a good one, okay? Now, I like that, and I wish we could kind of understand ourselves better. But Mohammed, thanks for calling in. And then directly agreeing with me that the judiciary, for the sake of peace, they would rather let Tinubu continue. That's what he did. Hello, sir.
Hello, my brother. I am just so pissed off now. I am just so I can't believe what I just heard now.
Okay. Did you see how
you see, this is the reason
trying to make it a little bit clear?
No. I hope you're listening. Whatever you call your name, Mohammed Muppet. I'll call him a Muppet. I hope you're listening.
See, you know what, Baba, hang on. No matter how upset you are, right? Remember that you know, you can disagree with people. Tell them you disagree with them.
Okay.
All right. But
okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. Now, what he's saying to me is, if somebody steals my car and I find out, I have all the evidence that he's stolen my car, and I cost him, and then I report to the police and go to court, and I would say because of anarchy, we should just let it go, let him continue driving my car.
Peace.
That is crazy.
It is.
Now, do you know what Tinubu and his gang has done? They not only stole the mandate, but they raped our democracy. They set aside our constitution. Now, if right now Tinubu being there is going to be, it seems very likely that he's going to be sworn in as a president. If Tinubu gets sworn in on the 29th, it means Nigeria has no constitution. Now, on that thinking, it means anybody can come up and stage a coup d'etat. What is coup d'etat? Coup d'etat is not within the constitution or the federal. Yes. So any soldier that comes on now and carry out a coup d'etat is again acting on the same illegality. All these politicians, because all these politicians have even taken the laws into their hands. Now, the last speaker, I want to address some of the key points.
But go on.
He said the senators that we shouldn't blame Tinubu and all that. We should blame he was trying to say that we should blame the lawmakers. Now, the irony of the whole thing is that most of the lawmakers came into office on illegality. If we start drilling down and find out how they came to the office, that is why when there's an illegality going on and all that, they cannot speak because they their hands are soiled. Their hands are
product of illegality too.
Exactly. Look at
you see that Dogua, that guy that killed about 15 people in Kano. Yeah. The court said it is unconstitutional to charge him for murder. The Kano state government, they cleared him of murder. He didn't go to court. He didn't do anything. Now
that is what Nigeria has become. The impunity. These people are becoming so confident. The judiciary that is supposed to be impartial are just confused because they too they are all compromised. Now, where do we go from here? From the 29th? Nigeria is no longer an entity. If anybody breaks the law, they should not bring up the constitution and say, "Hey, you are broken the law," because Tinubu and his gang and the cabal, the northern cabal, are actually desecrated on the on our constitution. So therefore, let anything happen. It's whatever we seem right. Now, addressing further, when IPOB came up to defend themselves, they called them terrorists.
Yes.
They sent soldiers to Nnamdi Kanu's village and all that, and called it whatever operation they called it. They killed a lot of people.
Python dance.
Yeah, Python dance. Till today, is that because people, a set of people are asking that they need to leave, they want to leave Nigeria because of marginalization and all that. What offense did the Igbos commit? Oloye Igboho and all that, they went to his house. Thank God for the grace of God, he escaped, because I believe their mission that day was to kill him, to kill the man.
Dead or alive, that's what the order was. Dead or alive, bring him to Abuja.
Yes. Exactly. They murdered 2 people.
Yes.
Till today, nobody has. We're not talking about that. And somebody.
Bodies, Baba. Sorry to interrupt you. They are still keeping their bodies. They killed them. On the 1st of July, which is last year, right? When they killed them, they took their bodies. The 2 of them are still with the DSS today.
Exactly.
Continue.
Exactly. And now somebody will tell me he's a writer that he knows that thing that you should Maiyegun, you should stop.
But you think
this guy has not been.
I know. Sometimes when people like that calls in, right, we use the opportunity as well, right, to educate them. It doesn't mean that we're going to change their mind, but for people like them to also kind of say, well, you are welcome. You can call in and speak your mind and see how it is going to be accepted. But Baba, and so we see more.
And then my brother that called before this Mohammed guy, he said something that that Obi will have not come out. I'll slightly disagree. I understand where he's coming from. Because if Peter Obi did not come out, there will not be this movement, because he spearheaded the movement and all that. And now they now know that Obi is not just Obi. Obi means business, so they can't mess about with him. If in fact, as Tinubu is right now, he's scared. I've never seen where somebody won an election and they are the people that are still protesting. Even till today, they are still protesting and they are afraid.
Threatening people as well. Like if you do this with
and threatening people.
Don't come near the inauguration or don't come to the what is this?
So who are you going to rule?
To govern them.
Are you going to rule over your So who are you going to rule then? Nnamdi Kanu's life, I'm even afraid for his life, because what Tinubu is going to do, because these northern cabal people are the real people that will be ruling Nigeria. What they are going to do with Nnamdi Kanu, I think he's going to give Kevin, because they want to kill him. They want to kill that poor man for doing nothing, just because he was speaking out for justice. That is my only worry.
Baba, thank you so much, for stopping by. Again, just calm down. You are still going to hear a lot of people who are going to call tonight. They are going to say things that will probably make you want to call back again, but don't. Okay, that's what it is. This is the beauty of it, where people can speak their mind even when they are not agreeing with us too. So, Baba, I appreciate that. You stay safe. I have another caller on the line. Here, hello there. Hey, I'm gonna. Oh, yeah. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yeah, this is Osagede.
Hey, Osagede. Baba, you are a champion.
Maiyegun.
Facebook. Oh. I've been seeing your comment there. You are like,
God will continue to strengthen you.
Amen, sir.
I really appreciate your effort.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, this is Osagede.
Loud and clear, sir. I can hear you. Go on, sir.
I appreciate.
Can you hear me, sir? You will need to listen to your phone. You will need to leave this broadcast or mute it so that we can talk.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Continue.
So what I'm saying next time.
Yes, sir.
Is that you have been doing your best.
Thank you.
You are not being selfish. You are like somebody who sacrificed. And what I want you to believe today. Yeah, I'm listening to my phone.
Go ahead, sir. Go on, sir.
So what I'm saying is that you are a very good man.
Thank you.
and God Almighty knows your effort. You see, this government, Buhari government, is more than the Abacha. In the sense that no respect for human being. Whoever against them, whoever is against them, they are ready to finish that person.
Pata pata.
Pata pata. Why am I saying this is that since all these things began, I've been seeing people who have the mind of Nigeria, who are trying to change Nigeria, but they always depress them. For example, Kanu. For example, Igboho. And people who are doing more than what is not expected, they put them in jail. They don't even discuss about them. No. You understand? Because they believe that they are not important in the society. Another thing, when we talk of judiciary, the way judiciary operates in Nigeria is against democracy. Because their function is to say separate. Their function should be between legislature and executive if there's any dispute.
And now they are supposed to interpret and
to interpret and give justice. There's no justice in Nigeria. If you remember the other time when we were talking about Sheung, I told you one thing. I said, if I'm in the position of Sheung, I will do more than that. What Sheung did, if ordinary man does it, so it will be easy for that person. And we people that are learned, who understand what law means, we say, what he has done is not good. This is something, this is a good government. We don't say good. This is an institution. We should respect the institution. Who are those people who compose that institution? They are not good people. The outcome of this judiciary, this outcome, it will not stay like that. If anybody believes that, they have achieved their aim, it's a lie.
So it's not over.
It's not over. It's not yet over.
It's not yet over. Like that.
Give them 3 to 6 months. They themselves, they will destroy themselves. The anarchy people were thinking that, we don't want anarchy. We don't want war. We don't want anything. The only thing that will solve the problem is anarchy. No reformation. No constitution. No supremacy of the law. Why do we need to have constitution? Because we believe that man is wolf to man. Why people believe that we are just human beings? We are like animals. But how do we solve our differences? Then there should be supremacy of the law.
That's right.
You see what obtains in where you are living, where I'm living, yes, America, UK. Law is supreme. Not that they don't have their own shortcomings.
And nobody's above it. But this also
nobody's above it.
They are above the law. So it's like they've broken all the laws.
Yeah.
Now they are above it.
I told you the other time. I say law is preferable to every individual. That man should be ruled by the best law rather than best man. When everybody has the fear that there is law, they won't misbehave.
They won't.
Who is Kolu? Who is Buhari? What knowledge do they have? Yeah, they believe that they can do whatever. Nothing will happen. This judgment, I foresee it. I know that they will give it to Tinubu. How can somebody kill 14 people, Dugwa? Nothing done.
They've cleared him. If you go out there and say,
they clear it.
They can somebody, you. Go on, sir.
Somebody who is speaking for the interest of the people, they will just arrest him. You will not even know where they carry him to.
You won't.
Because He can stay there forever. Except somebody come around who become a president who knows and raise alarm. Okay, let us reconsider this guy in jail for many years. Nobody.
In a democracy,
people are suffering.
There's no military rule. Democracy, all of this record.
Is that what?
No, I said that all of these are happening in a democracy, not a military rule. Democracy.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that they are even worse than Abacha. How can they vote money for a project and they will share it among themselves? Nobody will talk.
And they won't blink.
And you can only shout.
Thank you so much, sir.
God will bless you.
God bless you,
God will continue.
I will.
You have no problem.
Thank you.
Continue doing what you are doing.
I will.
Ìjókòó tọrọ máa dé bá. Gbogbo composition tí wọ́n kóra wọn jọ tó ṣe kìíní yẹn ẹlẹ́yà ni wọ́n ń ṣe. Ẹlẹ́yà ni ẹ máa rí nǹkan tó máa gbẹ̀yìn ẹ̀. Ọlọ́run wà pẹ̀lú ẹ o. Ọlọ́run á tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ ẹ. Wọn ò ní rí ẹ mú. Àwọn náà dáadé ń sọ̀rọ̀ náà wọn ò ní rí wa mú. A máa continue láti máa sọ sọ̀rọ̀. Kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe. Dídákẹ́ we continue talking. God bless you. Bye bye.
So I have another caller on the line. If you are still joining, if you are still here with us, I think the Facebook broadcast streaming has been stopped. So if you are on the YouTube channel watching right now, you can still like the broadcast to show that you are here. We are kind of over almost 3,000, but I have a caller. Hello there.
Yeah, Maiyegun, how are you doing? This is Fidelis calling from Canada.
Fidelis, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm doing great. As a matter of fact, I want to first and foremost congratulate you on your new camera.
You see, everybody congratulating me, Baba. Thank you. And let me say thank you to all people who actually made that happen. Those who motivated me to go and get it now. Let me say thank you to them too.
Yeah, at least the flash will be limited, and then at least your audience will have a good picture
forever.
of your.
It's going to be gone. It's not even limited. Gone. If it's not gone, if I try it tomorrow and I see little or limited, I have been told to return it in 14 days, and get my full money back.
Okay.
So, Baba, I don't want to see any
that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Thanks so much.
All right, so let's go to the topic on hand. I just said to say one or two things, okay? The truth about it is that in our lifetime, for those of us who were able to travel out, we are witnessing, for once, the sinking of Nigeria. That's just it.
Right before
I would, in fact, advise, yes, for our eyes, yeah. I would advise that those who even have their people in Nigeria and all that, if you can, pick them out. Because if you look at, I was told now that almost 50% of the intellectuals are already leaving the country. That is the pre-bet. That's the pre-bet before the child will be born. So they know definitely. And like it's been told, once you kill the constitution, you've opened the country to coup d'etat. You've opened the country to freedom fighters. You've opened the country to agitators. And that's why, to be frank, I have prayed, and to some extent, the reason why God does not even want this guy, Obedient, to be involved now is that this war, I call it war, this war is going to be between the North and the Yorubas. That's exactly how it's going to be now. So Obedient should not even be in the middle at all. That is why
the whole thing will start. You are right. It's going to start between us. Yeah. Let me tell you something. Yeah, you know, a lot of people have put so much investment in this, and they've been brainwashed and all of that. Yeah. This is something happened. That Shettima will have to take over. Yorubas will never forgive these people too. I mean, well, I'm talking about Yoruba Kuzo, because when we say Yorubas, it's like Yorubas. Because they don't even have majority Yoruba with them anyway. Yeah. But go on, Fidelis.
Yes, from what I'm projecting, Tinubu is not going to last. Shettima or his vice is going to take over very quick, because they hold Nigerians' ammunitions, And they cannot see why, even with the fact that we know that the whole Nigerian defense, that the South can still make mouth and talk. You understand? So Tinubu is going to be played out of the game very quick. But if Tinubu is smart enough, with the money that he has, he will be able to get defense to be able to safeguard the South.
Defense, take this and take. Well,
yes,
we are about to see
that is it. So that is it. So in our own lifetime, that's exactly what we are going to witness now. Listen, this shithole Nigeria, no one person can come. Even Peter Obi, as far as I'm concerned, he can't carry the consequence, and there's no need for him. He can only delay. I was told that. Yes, I was told that they said once Tinubu take over, they are going to pay all Nigerians 50,000 naira each for them to use to. I mean, that's all bullshit. All bullshit. We see exactly what happened in Sierra Leone and many other countries. So this is exactly what it has gotten to. And for those of us who managed to travel, we should thank our God very well. We should thank our God very well. This is the end. Is the end. Once, like it's been said, once you kill the constitution of any country, it's as good as you have. Everything follows. It's like they call it a domino. Like a domino. Domino effect. Yeah, the domino effect. Once one has, the other happens. So that is just it. Quite unfortunate, but I think that is.
I know. Thank you so much. For kind of acknowledging that too. But if there is no law and order, Nigeria is just going to be living on a borrowed time. And you see,
it's gone.
And people get to know that the Nigerian constitution is not what gave Tinubu his presidency.
Freedom fighters will come.
There will be a
the freedom fighter. And don't forget too, Tinubu has enough money to bring in ammunition for himself. Because they're going to look, that's exactly what's going to play out now. Let Peter Obi go and rest. God has decided to say, I will spare your life. You are a good man. You have fought for the poor. But you see, this fight now is between the good and evil. It's between the devil and God himself. So, in fact, he should go and rest. Just relax and let's see how the whole picture goes. They're already beginning to shoot themselves. Yeah, that's just it.
Fidelis Uba, thank you so much. May I take another one? I have another caller, and like I said, if you are still there on YouTube, because that's the only place we are watching right now, except for Twitter. So if you're still there on YouTube watching, you should like the video, okay, to show that you are here. Hello, sir or ma'am.
Hello, Mr. Maiyegun. This is Taiwo from Australia.
Hey, Mr. Taiwo, how are you, sir?
Very good, sir. How are you, sir?
I am also very well. Thanks for asking. And I bet you're already on Sunday in Australia, right?
Oh, yes. Already, yeah. It's already almost 7 o'clock. Yeah.
7 in the morning. Wow.
Yeah.
Brilliant, sir. Everybody can hear you, please. Go on.
All right. I just want to quickly point out something. I understand the caller that called from Abuja. You see, the problem is this. I remembered when I went to OAU, how much was I paying for hostel in Angola? You know, the entire speech was less than 1,000 naira.
Wow.
I'm telling you, throughout. I'm sure, yeah. This was 1999, 1990, 2000. We were paying just, was it 950 or 750? Can you imagine that? Even when I'm going to school at times, my father will ask me, oh, just 750, you just need 750. 750 for school and for hostel. Now, you see a lot of youth. Now, you know, Nigeria is dominated by a lot of people just below 30, 35. Now, these guys have never seen a working democracy.
Never.
They don't know how it operates. They've never seen a 24 hours power supply.
Never.
They don't even know how it should operate. That is why he's talking like that. And so they've remained in this state for so long that they cannot even comprehend how a working democracy should operate. They cannot fathom it.
Judiciary being worried of anarchy to do the right thing. If they do the right thing, it will be anarchy. So therefore, they will just avoid it. I'm like, oh my God. That's the mentality back home. No joke.
So that is the problem. And this is why these corrupt leaders can manipulate them. Now, why was the democracy actually set up? The judiciary was set up to do check and balances for the executive and the legislature. That is their purpose. Now, if they now say they don't want to do it because of anarchy, then the democracy completely collapse.
He's dead.
What you're actually afraid of, I like what you told. What you're actually afraid of, you're just postponing the evil days. You're postponing it. It will eventually happen. And so the issue happens. Now you look at Buhari, Obasanjo. These guys, my father told me that he went to UK to study. He just ran back because there was enough job in Nigeria. You know, they enjoyed all this free education. They enjoyed all these things. These guys are the 1949. They enjoyed it. But they do not want these youth to enjoy it. But unfortunately for this younger generation, they do not understand what they are missing. And because they've not experienced it, most of them have not traveled out. Believe me, I can tell you categorically, I spent about 5-6 years in Saudi. Some people, my friends here, when we discuss, we even say, I think this democracy is actually a scam. You see, the countries that even have like a king or something, they operate far better than what is operating in Nigeria. I'm telling you. And their citizens enjoy. But you see these guys, these corrupt guys who have been rotating us in circles. Look at them. From Babangida to Buhari to Obasanjo, we've just been rotating in circles for 63 years. These same guys understand the benefits. They know, but they do not want this younger generation to see. So if they've not leave the shores of Nigeria.
You know what somebody told me, Sataiwo, right? That person said that those who are traumatizing our lives, those who have made our life, I'm talking about this generation, right? And the generation before ours. They said those who are making Nigeria a hell for everybody today, they are those generation born in the 40s and 50s and 60s who actually had the best of the best that the era at the time had to offer them, right? And look at them, they are older now. Look at us. Look at them. Look at us. Look at the country.
And you know what? Believe me, so this is the issue. And so a lot of people do not understand. And you see, when you were talking about Dangote, I told you I work in the petrochemical. You see this guy? He's just creating a monopoly. I worked in a very big petrochemical company in Saudi. Guess what? Despite the fact that it's a key that is operating it. Check Saudis now. Their citizens enjoy to the limit. But the issue at the end of what is operating, they make sure our foreign refineries does not work, and you are giving money to somebody to monopolize it. You think it's stupid? They make sure it doesn't work. All of them. They know exactly what they are doing. They just
against Nigeria. People who did that are supposed to actually be life in jail in a country, a working country.
Yes.
And it's the judiciary that can actually make that happen. But can that happen?
Exactly. And so, unfortunately for that caller, if he doesn't understand, I just want him to travel. Try to travel out a little. Even if you can't go to even the ones that practice democracy. Go to Qatar. Go to even Saudi. Just spend 1 year there and see what is operating. And you see what you guys have been missing. This guy cannot even see a 24-hour power supply. The easiest thing. Do you know when Ghana was celebrating this 20 or 30 years of 24-hour power, Nigeria have been, and they are saying we are going, and Fashola and all the idiots who say they will do it. This guy made sure Nigeria doesn't function. They deliberately make it. And this is why people like this young caller, he's saying, oh, no. This is the same fear that you are trying to conquer in the minds of Nigeria. They are being just brainwashed. And they don't want to leave this cycle. Unfortunately, please, Maiyegun, continue to say what you are saying.
I will.
One day, they will continue to learn. And for some of them who eventually travel out, they will see and say, these politicians, they need to even rot in jail.
Honestly.
Including all those who have served for years. They need to be brought back and go to prison for it. You know, even just to conclude, and he was saying that, Obasanjo will have, what is it called? Tinubu will have settled down. You know, in Australia, if you saw one more.
Everybody is in. Do you think Judiciary will just tell them to leave? I was like, oh my God, of course they will leave. If the law says they should, they will.
You know what?
Go on.
Yeah, you know the way the system operates here in Australia. Yes, the Prime Minister sits down, the opposition is in the house challenging him. Yes. Even within the same party, they will knock you out. The same, your vice, your deputy, your treasurer will knock you out in 1 month, and nothing will change. They will tell you to pack off the house.
That's it.
And so, because they don't even know how this democracy or a working democracy should operate, they think, oh no, just leave them. I pray that he understands. He might be writing article, but that article is just within the shores of Nigeria. He doesn't know what is called democracy, and he needs to go and learn. And the best way to learn is for you to see, not what you are telling you in your book. Go into the system and see how it works. Maiyegun, God bless you, and God will continue to open your family.
You too. Thank you so much for that. Deeper, what do you call it? Spanking. I like that. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun.
Hello, ma. How are you?
Hi. My name is Olivia. I'm calling from London. Yes, with my Nigerian number, though.
Olivia, yeah.
Okay.
I can see that your Nigerian number, so I was like, okay, well. Olivia, your first time,
but I'm in London. Yes, it's my first time.
Brilliant. And thanks for calling. So, yeah, you're live. Everybody can hear you.
Okay, there's something I want to say, yeah?
Please.
You see, Tinubu and Shettima, yeah?
Yes.
I feel like, I don't know, but I feel like in due time, there's going to be issues between the Yorubas and the Hausas. Let me tell you what I said so. I feel like Tinubu is not going to, he's just waiting to grab this power, yeah? Once it's handed over to him full time by Monday, he's not going to dance to their tune. Tinubu has 1,001 Yoruba elites that he owes one promise or one favor or the other, yeah? And in doing that, he's going to take a lot of Hausa people off their seats to replace them with Yorubas.
I mean,
which is going to be
urbanization is coming. I agree.
Yes, which is going to be a problem. Which is going to be a problem for the Hausas. Now, when that time comes, the Hausas are going to look for allies, and the only allies available are the Easterners.
The Easterners, the Igbos.
It's either the Hausas are going to start looking for the Easterners, or the Yorubas are going to start looking for the Easterners. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I'm following.
Now again, concerning this inauguration thing on Monday, and they're saying they don't want people coming if you don't have any business here, blah 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 blah. Maiyegun, you and I live here in the UK. We know that even King Charles, that it's his best right. Even on his coronation day, people were carrying placards and saying, "We did not vote you.
They
we
are
did
saying
not
it's not my king. It's
we
not
did
my
not
king.
want you. Go
Boldly.
away." People came out to protest. How much more you that you were not even elected? In King Charles's case, it is his best right, best right. And people were still saying, "We did not nominate you. We did not choose you. Who asked you to be our king?" How much more you that they had an election and then you were chosen?
A politician.
You understand what I mean?
You know what they do to them? They fight them in Africa, right? You see, they will say, you are now the father of all. So you begin to see yourself as father. So if anybody says, oh, they will say, can you say that to your father? Hello, he's not your father. He's a public official. He's there to do a job. But that's not how they see them.
I wonder.
They fight them.
You see, two things are going to happen. Two things are going to happen.
Tell us.
One, it's either Shettima is going to knock Tinubu out really fast because he knows Tinubu. He knows he's on and off. Yes. He knows his mumu button, like they say.
Maybe.
And he's just patiently looking and following him, and but he has the whole thing planned out.
So he's the one representing that block, the northern block, in this government.
Good.
Tinubu
himself.
Go on.
You see, Tinubu himself, being who he is, Tinubu is what's that word? He's a Martian. One, Martians don't forgive, right? Two, being a Martian, I can bet you that Tinubu also has his own plans down.
Possibly,
so between the two of them, there's going to be like a silent war. Is either you take me down or I take you down.
Like a cat and dog stuff. They may laugh in the public, but when they are alone, we know what will happen behind the scene.
Exactly. Now it's going to look like Tinubu is going to put Shettima thinks Shettima now is bragging. I'm going to be in charge of this. Security. I'm going to be in charge of security, and it will be like film show to him. Tinubu will make him as redundant as
you are a genius. I have to say, if this is how you think politically, okay, you and I have something in common here, and talking from experience as well, right? I told people, I said, Tinubu he looks sick. He's sick, right? Some said he's acting.
Yeah.
And I said, okay, they said, okay, Tinubu will be this and it will be gone. And Shettima, you know, they will just, I was like, what if Tinubu now surprise all of you for the kind of person Tinubu is that we know in Lagos? The man that is changing, he was changing deputy governor, like he was changing diapers back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He was like that. So what if he comes in and then somehow, Shettima, something happened, they say accident to plane crash, what's happened, you know, Shettima is gone. To send this fear into the mind of the people and say, now I can choose who I want. At least I've been sworn in as president. No election again. Now I can choose who I want. Now I said, what if he surprised all of you? I'm like, you know what?
Yeah.
There's so much what ifs. We'd rather just wait and see. That's me.
So I'm just, you know, I feel like, okay, as far as, when it comes to this aspect of the Igbos and the Easterners and all of that, yeah, let me tell you what I feel. I feel like Igbos are like Israelites in Egypt. Nigeria is Egypt for Igbos. That's how I see it, yeah. And you're not letting them go. You're not letting them stay. You're not letting them mix. You're not letting them breathe. You're not letting them, you know, when it will happen like
it's gonna be like an exodus.
In night. Like a snap of a finger. Nobody will know. When it will happen, it will be like a joke. Don't be surprised that Nnamdi Kanu might not even be the person. He might be the least expected person. Somebody that they least suspect that will just come up with this movement, come up with plans, and
they will just
push. Yes. Yeah. All right. I just thought I should put in my own, keep in my own. So there's going to be an issue between Yorubas and Hausas in no time. I'm giving it 6 to 7 months. In no time.
We shall
in no
see.
time.
Thank you
very
so
much.
And that's Olivia from London. Now I have
hello.
One name.
One name.
One name. How are you?
The only one name. I just said to myself, I've been away from the mic for like some couple of days now. So if I don't get through today, I just know that Maiyegun doesn't want to talk to me, guys.
It's gonna be like, no, something is wrong. I'm gonna go. You know, it won't be that I don't want to talk to you. It will be like you need to go and review your technique of getting in. Probably it's now getting hold.
No, what I will have done, I will have got to get another SIM card.
No, you have to sit down and plan it and say, okay, this is how I used to do it. If let's say they don't catch me, they don't catch that same technique. I'm going to develop another one. Or good enough that you probably have to yet, because you are in.
Yeah.
Osita.
All right, my brother.
Yes, sir.
More kudos to you.
Thank you.
Anyway, there is something I want us to realize here. You know, either somebody is a jagaban, somebody is a mafia, if somebody is a this, is a that. I want you to understand that the greatest power any man can derive is the power of the people. If the people don't bestow their rights, everything as power unto you, trust me, you're powerless. We look at all these people and we think they are so strong. They are not.
Mere mortals.
They are not. You saw what happened in that tiny Asian country when people marched to the state house. They organize themselves that they are not going to beat up anybody. They march straight to the state house. You saw what happened. The Oba of Lagos, during the express movement, when the people marched straight into his palace, that strong and mighty man, he fled. He ran away. Even he forgot his staff of office. What the Igbo man they call Ofo, what the Yoruba call the Opashe. He left it. He ran away. So what we are saying is that a lot of people would think that we will take sides when they start fighting. We are not going to take sides, but we will stand on what we stand on.
What is right?
I want people to understand that even tomorrow they start fighting amongst themselves, we are the one that push them to fight among themselves. Because
our stand has created confusion in the enemy's camp. If nobody knows, nobody should come up in the public arena and say this people is strong. This one is a mafia. This one is a lion. No, they are not.
No, I mean, it's kind of, you know, I think it's kind of relative when they are trying to describe them the way they operate, even though they are probably not mafia, but just the way they operate.
They are not. What I'm trying to say, what is called a king lion is the one that protects his territory. As far as Nigeria is concerned, Nigeria is not a protected territory.
It's not a protected one.
Thank God we are not in the days where country and countries are fighting to collect land. I'm telling you, as Nigeria is now, if any country comes into Nigeria to fight us, to fight in Nigeria, they will defeat Nigeria. Because the so-called leaders have already decimated their place, has already killed their place. And when there's an external aggression, you will find out you cannot do nothing. I am telling you the truth. So let nobody say that, oh, the so-called obedience, or nobody should just say that we should just be looking at them. We will keep talking. If there's anything that we have, even if it's our voice alone, that our voice will continue to cause problems in the enemy's camp.
I mean, they are worried that people will rise one day, right? And they will just end this bullshit, right? Some people are now saying that, you know, for encouraging people or getting people to know what is going on as we have been doing is like an indirect way of inciting the people to ask for what is right. And if people are going to ask for what is right, it's not going to be easy. There will be chaos, anarchy. So they want to gaslight us from talking. They said, no, don't talk again, because what you are doing can make people kind of react. When people react now, there will be anarchy. So it's our fault.
If you think, I used to tell somebody, if you think that, oh, it is all about them, that they are going to have issues amongst themselves, just like that, it's never going to happen. Because let me tell you, it is more than we can see. It's more than we see physically. This thing you are looking at, these people are operating under the occultic law. They know the kind of laws they follow. And the only thing I know, if a village is burning, even the Babalawo that is in that village will pick raise and run. They won't wait for fire.
No.
And we are the fire. We, the people, are the fire. So let nobody think that these people, because I look at it, look at Boeri's kitchen cabinet. I've been thinking about it for a while.
Right. How
many of them went into the election? How many of them participated in the election that says, oh, that I want to be a governor, I want to be a DD? None of them did that. Am I right or wrong?
No, you are very right.
No,
I don't see anybody working for Buhari saying they want to go and contest for this or that.
Now,
except,
so what did he tell?
Malamu tried, but they shanked
and
him.
He stepped down. He on his own, he said he was not going to run again.
Yes.
This was, I want to let you know that this is an agreement they had from the days of their CPC and the days of Tinubu's camp. They followed that agreement that is cemented by their demons and their gods that they worship.
From their I've been waiting to call that Dibia and all that, the ones that put this whole thing together. So when you finish, it will be your turn. So nobody should.
Yes. That is what you are saying that is peddling. And I'm telling you, if you think we will just sit on the side and be quiet and we shouldn't put our mouth, trust me, I'm telling you, they know how to settle.
That's not going to happen. That's not going to. When we
don't joke with this. Don't joke with these people. They know how to settle. They know how to settle. Even if they are going to settle it with military coup, it is their settlement. They know how to settle.
It will be them.
How many minutes did it take? Abacha to remove Shoneka from that place? Did heaven fall? They know how to settle it. So, my brother, we will keep talking. We'll keep doing what we are doing.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You have a very wonderful one over there. Osita. Here we go. I have another caller on the line. Hello there.
Chama.
Yes, sir.
This is Adiola.
Adiola.
Hey, Adiola. I was going to do People's Parliament tonight, and I don't know. I mean, I thought of People's Parliament, and then somehow your picture just came to my head. Then I was like, no, I'm going to do open mic, so everybody can just call in. How are you?
I want to catch cruise tonight. I just want to catch cruise. Almost so many callers, man.
Feel free. Go on.
Almost so many callers, man. Agbado Nation, man. Agbado Nation.
There you go. Confused, and then yeah, go on.
That Mohammed guy. Baba, they take my own. You know, anarchy is, it can only prevent anarchy if you do the right thing.
If you do the right thing.
If you do the right thing.
I have never heard that doing the right thing will cause anarchy in my life until tonight.
No.
I promise you, I'm still going to go and think about it and say, okay, doing the right thing can cause anarchy. I told you, I said Nigeria defy logic. If you sit down anywhere and say, okay, they do this in America, they do this in UK, they do this in China, and then, okay, Nigeria, this is the pattern, you will fail. Nigeria, everything about Nigeria defy logic. Listen to that.
So if you say that doing the right thing, will promote anarchy, that means that you just said to us that impunity is the one that is running Nigeria. So you just said, you know what? Impunity is what we are running on, not democracy, not any form of rule of law. We are running with impunity. So let's just get it right that impunity is the order of the day. That's all we are running with.
That. Impossible.
It is. See, Baba. It is inevitable. All the roads are leading to anarchy, leading to revolution. If you keep on doing the same things you are doing.
Yes.
So the question I want to calculate, or the math I want to do as an economist is, for us to prosper or even come close to the kind of prosperity we experienced as a dodgy union during Obasanjo or even Goodluck's time, how many years will it take for us to even have that semblance of prosperity? That is the question we should ask ourselves. So if we cannot say, okay, we can have that prosperity in the next 4 or 5 years, then forget your arrangement. You can't subdue people to, in perpetuity. You say Igbo cannot stay here. Oh, they must not vote. If they're going to vote, they're going to. I don't understand. You go back to their village. All those kind of nonsense.
I mean, they should be doing coronation in Nigeria. Like, one thing, right?
Exactly.
They should just do like this and say, okay, after me, you. Oh yeah, let us throw the dice. So we'll see who is going to go next. And when they throw the dice, they'll say, okay, me, I will do 8 years. Then you will come next. Coronation, and stop wasting money on elections and all of that, and wasting people's lives.
It's done by Nigeria Limited.
Exactly. Turn by Nigeria Limited. Make it official. Write the law. Put it in your constitution.
Because the previous caller, I like the previous caller because it's a point we don't always see because we are not always privy to the arrangement. And that's what people don't understand. When these people sit down in the dead of the night and they have their discussions, you don't know what they've agreed. And for you to know what they agreed, it will be the outcome you will see. So there's no need for you to yes, when they have agreements, we know what they've agreed. But we will have to face the outcome. We'll have to deal with the outcome. And that's what we are dealing with. This Tinubu's coronation is an agreement that has been made years ago. So we are going to deal with the outcome.
We have to deal with the consequences of that. Either they do their best to resist it. Now that it seems like it cannot be resisted until they will swear him in, then the resistance will have to continue. Or all of us should just die and accept it.
Even if you look at the way the economy is structured now, our economy as a whole, and look at all the drivers, then you will start worrying. You start worrying. You'll be worried. I don't know how they want to perform magic. You are borrowing.
They are removing subsidy next month. Okay. Nigeria cannot
because
pay
the Dangote refinery is now.
Go on.
Yes. But Dangote refinery is back on, so they'll be looking to leverage on that one somehow, primarily to leverage on Dangote refinery
for the moment, momentarily, right? Because Dangote refinery from July, a liter of petrol in Nigeria is going to 215 naira per liter. So it's not going to make things easier for anybody. He's already told them, he said, except if the government pay me the difference. I'm not here for that Christmas. I'm not doing charity. I'm going to sell to you based on the market value. And that's where the GBT is.
But Maiyegun is an anomaly for you to have a refinery away from the source itself. Because when he came out with that refinery plan, I saw the plant, I saw the brief, I saw the proposal. I was thinking, why is this guy locating refinery away from the source? Away from the source. We do things, you see, it's an anomaly. It is. Nigeria is just
futuristic. See, maybe they are being, because Lagos has oil too. Lagos have oil. So maybe one of these things is just going to put their driller in, and they'll start drilling from there in that ocean, and they'll just,
if Lagos oil is in that commercial quantity compared to the South, I start in South. Their oil there is ridiculous.
I know.
They are really, God has really blessed. Yes. So you have to pay Dangote global price. Global price for a local product. That's number one. We will be held ransom to him. But we should need to understand
like this, they hold Nigeria hand. They go empty everybody. You know where they want to, when the area boys want to jump you, and then they will hold your hand like they are greeting you. They will be lifting you up like this, lifting you up like before you know it, they don't empty your pocket, empty everything. That's exactly what Dangote will do to Nigerians. They go hold your hand like this.
Maiyegun, Taba will beneficial owners of that Dangote refinery will all be shocked. Beneficial owners are always hidden and in shell companies. They're always layers. There are so many of our leaders that have invested in that sport.
No doubt.
So many of them. If we look at that, at the layers of that refinery and see people that put their money where their mouth is, you will be shocked. You will be shocked. And I don't understand it. I don't understand it. This college president, Babana, I don't buy.
Others are saying, in the name of Jesus, God will bless me. I will see my own under this Tinubu. In the name of Jesus.
Baba.
What's the problem?
That thing makes me angry when people say God will use you.
Now, no matter what anybody say about Tinubu, in the name of God, I will make it on that. You'll make it on that Tinubu, Amen. No, because I want you to, all of you make all of them make them under Rambo. Or we'll come back here later and talk about it. Yeah.
Maiyegun, when people tell me that God is using, I go into a rage.
I know.
I go into very, very for me, I can't fathom it. Because someone is telling you who they are. You can see their past record. It's predictable. God cannot use someone that is proud. You need to tell me, let's even bring God into it. Look at people that God has used. For God to use you, God has to humble you first of all. So when you start telling me that God will use him, hold on a second. Look at his track record. What has he been doing? Lagos has been captured by him. He has captured Lagos. So, and he has put thugs, there are more people out of
want him to replicate what he did in Lagos in Nigeria.
He wants to replicate again.
In 4 years, they go understand what he do for Lagos. Everybody go understand.
Abuja go first understand. On my replicate again, maybe they want to get the national level.
Breaking news by Adiola. Breaking news. MC Oluomo is no longer the chairman NURT in Lagos anymore. He don't move to Abuja. Story for another day. Let me take another call.
Baba, God bless you. God bless
you too. Thanks so much, brother. Thank you very much, Adiola. I have another call on the line. Sir, when I grow up, I would love to be like you. You are one of the most patient person I've actually seen in a while. How are you?
I'm very good, Maiyegun. This is my second time of calling. Chim from Calgary.
You've not stopped there trying to call in the last 1 hour. Usually people would have given up and be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm just going to go listen. But you really, really get on. Thank you.
You had me You are the new rave in town, or that gives us access to be able to know what. Honestly, I'm not trying to sugarcoat you. I live in Canada, so I don't have access to Nigerian TV per se. But we go to YouTube, watch Arise, and all those people. But those are becoming establishment avenues where they, views are not expressly spoken of the way they should be. So exactly. So an extent, you may not blame them because they don't want to be fined, but we know that Maiyegun cannot be fined anyhow. So at least you can come here and express our views.
To shut down my channel, I'll open another one the following day. That's the only thing.
It will not even happen. It will not even happen because this is a very different place. Yeah. So I've been listening to the views. Number one thing is I want Nigerians. I don't want us to, look at this thing from a Yoruba, Igbo, Hausa perspective. If there is anything this election has proven us to us is that there are people in the north, be them Muslim, be them in the middle belt who are not Hausas, who are tired of the way things are going. People voted. See, if you remove the Igbo votes in Lagos, just remove the Igbo votes alone in Lagos, Obi will still win. Because there are people in Lagos, there are Yoruba people, whether it is the original Lagosians or the other Yorubas from Ogun or wherever else in the Yoruba land that came there, who are tired of this kind of prebendal politics that Tinubu and his cohorts play. So let us just take away that factor. You understand? If what has happened is that Nigeria has been captured. Nigeria has just been captured by a set of politicians, be it Shettima and his co-northern travelers or the Ababakus of Lagos. They've just captured Lagos. Captured Nigeria, rather. And they are doing as they like. They have their hatchet men in the judiciary. They have them in INEC. They have them in the military. They have them everywhere. It's interesting.
When all institutions are gone, who do we run to? Now, the judiciary are now saying that they are being bullied by all of you asking them to do the right thing. Who do we run to?
Exactly. And which brings me to the point I want to make.
Please.
See, Nigeria's issue is both institutional and a function of the citizens. On the institutional level, we have not built institutions where people will go in there and say, you know what? I like Tinubu, but guess what? This is what the law says, and we're going to do things according to the book. Simple. He's still your friend, but you do things according to the book. You see that in the US, you see that even in the UK.
Yes.
So the people who went against Boris Johnson are probably his even close people. They will still go and drink.
God bless you.
Exactly. But when he started doing what was wrong, they will go against him because there are other interests that they are looking at that you feel this guy is going to kill that interest.
Sure, you get.
Do you understand?
This is not about Boris. It is about the institution of premiership, the prime ministers, right? If he messed it up, if they find themselves in that position tomorrow, the institution will be worthless. So they will let him go. It should be bigger than everybody, but not Nigeria. Go on, Baba.
Exactly. And then on the issue of the citizens, you see, the first day I called and I told you that the problem with us as Nigerians, and I'm using the word us because I am part of it.
At least we are.
Is that yes, we are. Is that our thinking is, Omadi Temilolao. You understand? You remember this concept of when a bus driver, maybe you enter bus and you give a bus driver 500 naira to give you change of 100 naira, for instance. And then he's telling you he doesn't have change. And then you get to your bus stop and somehow you forgot and you come down.
Yes.
What do you hear the bus conductor say? Oluwa to shape me. And I've always asked people, how does Oluwa shape when you have just cheated somebody of his own resources? So that is the issue with the citizens of Nigeria, which I am part of. Everybody is looking at. I heard the Mohammed guy talking about anarchy. See, I live abroad. I live in Canada, but I still have interest in Nigeria. I'm looking for the interest of Nigeria. Whatever I'm doing it is because that system was not working well that made me start thinking of leaving.
That's right.
Do you understand? It is not that Nigeria can be a fantastic place. I see the opportunities we have in that country and how it would have been a beautiful land if everything was working. But guess what? Because those things are not working, everybody starts looking for where things are working. You understand? And that's why we all trip out. Nobody wants Nigeria, and my parents are living there. So asking the judiciary, like you rightly said, to do the right thing, I do not know how that amounts to seeking anarchy. I think Nigerians, we should move our level of citizenship a notch higher than what it is.
Until we have You know what somebody said? Somebody said that if there is any conversation that should happen in the first place, that Nigerians should be questioning their citizenship. Like, ask, what is a Nigerian? What is in a Nigerian actually worth? Nigerians should question that. By the time they discover that it's worth next to nothing, maybe they will get angry and they will demand for right citizenship. Like you said, maybe when they become responsible citizens, right, they will likely get responsible leaders. But it's a long shot, sir.
Exactly, and it's not far from it. So I think part of our problem is because the quality of our citizenship is beyond low. You understand? People don't even know what their rights are. People don't know what their responsibilities are, and even those who seem to know are quick to want to excuse. I had a conversation with my friends on another WhatsApp group.
Right.
And people were telling me, oh, Tinubu has paid his dues, how Tinubu, has helped you. And I asked the guy, I said, are you guys kidding me? This guy was stealing people's money, stealing resources meant for Lagos State, and was using it to give his friends, give his associates and everything. And then they now feel they owe him. I said, that is how the people of the mafia world think. It is I do something for you, then I call in those favors when the time comes. That's what he has done. And we cannot allow that kind of mindset to be the thing that is going to happen. So, I wish Nigeria, it's been painful for me, bro, where I am every day. When I wake up and I say, this guy is going to be president. Yay. It is very painful.
A lot of people are still going to kind of, I'm sorry if I'm kind of making all of you to start telling us how you're going to handle it, because a lot of people can't say how they're going to handle it. Let's be honest, right? A lot of people are still going to be like, no, this is not happening. No, it's not happening. And when it finally happens, right, I am one of those who are trying to let you know that you can get yourself ready for it to start kind of, or else, you may be in that trauma of what Nigeria has done, and it could take another toll on so many people, because I've seen people told me that they're crying.
I don't live in a fool's paradise. I don't live in delusion. I was hoping the judiciary, my hope is still that the judiciary will do the right thing. You understand? I've excused yesterday's judgment in the sense that, because although it's wrong, but the precedence there is that they say that if you're not a member of a party, you cannot, so now that Labour Party and OB did not, bring that matter pre-election, but brought it post-election as they want us to see. Let's see what we have. I am not optimistic.
Do you know something about this time, which I have said many times, sir, right? I said, and it's great too. You know one thing that the obedient have achieved that they may not acknowledge all the time, and I'll keep reminding them, is the fact that they help those who were doubting that Nigerian institutions have been compromised and it's irredeemable. Those who were still doubting that, the obedient exposed all of that. For example, they exposed the political system where criminals are called delegates, selling their this and that. There are many people who didn't know that until disobedient pushed that. And a lot of people were so surprised that some people are collecting money to choose candidates. How is that? You know what I mean? Then they went on to expose the Nigeria security system, expose INEC, expose Nigeria, what they call them? They call them the dons, university lecturers. This intellectuals exposed all these guys to show that they all work hand in hand to regain criminals. Now this time, now they want to expose the judiciary. And if they have done, if nobody has seen them do anything at all, I personally, I acknowledge that, Baba, because judiciary is so afraid right now that when they flop, the obedient are now reading the law. They are quoting section upon sections. They are quoting electoral act upon electoral act. This is so unusual. Yeah.
It's a good thing. I think I see those category of people on the obedient side. They have elevated what it means to be a citizen. They are holding the nation accountable. And that is what we want to see across board. See, look at the American election. You saw how it works. Exactly. You see how the American election, even though they are polarized, but you see that it gets to a point. The rational ones in the Democratic Party, if the Democratic Party is doing wrong, we stand up and start saying it. There are people already who are saying, what's his name, Joe Biden should not go back, that he's not doing them any good. You saw the man from Virginia, the senator, who consistently voted against against Joe Biden's policies. I'm trying to remember his name. You know, he was consistent that even some Democrats started asking him to leave the party and go and join politics. He said, no, I'm a Democrat, but I don't agree with what our president is doing. That is the kind of citizenship we want to see Nigerians have. I tell people, see, Baba, painful for me. In 2015, I voted Buhari. I didn't vote him because, you know, I'm an Igbo person. But I just felt the guy from the Southwest, South, who was closer to me, was not doing things right. People today are making it look as if, I told him, I said, if Buhari fails, it doesn't mean that Jonathan himself has become a saint. No. What it simply means is that Buhari lost an opportunity to prove to Nigerians why he is better than Jonathan. Now we are making Jonathan look better. So it is not a function of it. Exactly. It's painful. But let me give space for another person to contribute. So much, Thank you very much.
I enjoy our chat as usual. So I have another person on the line, and this caller is going to be my last caller tonight. And I'm going to see you all again tomorrow, Sunday. But here we go. Hello there.
Hello, Maiyegun General.
Yes, sir. Is that the Prince?
Yes, sir, Baba. This is Prince Judicial, representing IPOB for life.
Full House official. Go for it, the Prince.
Baba, I thank God I enter.
I'm glad that you did.
Yeah, family
this
now.
will be my last call, and then until tomorrow again. But go for it, Baba. Meanwhile, are you getting ready for Edinburgh?
Yes, so we full ground for Edinburgh. We already
in 2 days' time. We should all be in Edinburgh. Prince Jejeman, the Biafran, the Biafran Remembrance Day, May 30, Edinburgh. I'm going to put the sticker on.
Sir.
Go on, by the way, please.
Yes, Baba. Thank you so much for the great work you are doing. Yeah.
Thanks to
we always share your program, and I encourage people to share your program because you are not only educating everyone, you are saving lives. A lot of information you are putting out there, it helps in stopping all these criminals and terrorists. You have to limit some things that they are doing. Okay.
Go for it. I'm still with you, Prince Jejeman. Go on. Now my NEPA take light. I won't fix them, but go on.
Okay, Baba. Yeah, the area I just want to touch about 3 points area, but I will start with this Dangote refinery we were talking about. You know, the other day I told you that they've succeeded in dipping their Quran, according to the herdsmen, in the Atlantic Ocean, and they were western region now. It's only the east now that they're giving their headache. That's why they're holding now the can. Okay. But they have no choice than to live in now in the can. That's because if they are holding somebody on the ground, yeah, until you leave that person, you too that's holding the person are holding yourself.
That's right.
Okay. So then keep it in the Kano. Always the international community satellite is upon their Ruga agenda and their grazing routes and their waterways bill, which is all is a terrorist agenda. All right. So what I want to tell my people of Oduduwa is that their eyes should be very, very open, because now that the Fulani, their franchise of Dangote, this big empire is there in Lagos. Definitely the repentant Boko Haram will be the one that will come and guide it. So August visitors, they should expect us August visitors in the southwest. Okay, so everybody should be on alert, red alert as Nigeria does. So okay, that one. Then secondly, you see this one where I don't know whether I shit there for a head full in belly. This what they call Asari Dokubo. That guy is, I've never seen a selfish human being like that guy. You know, he has a university in whether Togo and Benin Republic. He did not cite, yes, he did not cite that university in in the Niger Delta. No. You know, he's claiming to be leader of Niger Delta. You know, he's very shameful, shameless man. He's telling Nigerians it's because of his own selfish interest. Nigeria's destiny should be mortgaged by Tinubu buying his first car. Tinubu paying the children's school fee. And they giving the wife shop money when he's there for prison.
That's right.
If Nigeria is working, do he have? Yeah, we need somebody favor to be a human being. You are right to a house if it's mortgage. If you are a car, you can buy car on contract and be paying 1,000 every month. Your children will have access to free education to any level.
The fact that they came from the oil producing region of Nigeria, their education, their housing should be free. All of it.
I'm telling you, Baba, this guy is so shame. He shame me, Baba. You don't say this guy. Na pipeline, the guide pipeline where Fulani herdsmen grazing route put for a land. Oil spillage, they make all the whole people, then they get one sickness or the other. Then pipe in oil, they go to jail. What an insult! Not even in Nigeria, the one they pipe go, another one never do them. Now in the jail.
Find anything? For Kaduna.
Is it not terrorism? Is it not terrorism against the state, Nigeria in general? Now, then they tell you say restructuring under their foot. They tell you say the Boko Haram one day go rule Nigeria. Restructuring my foot.
I pray for long life for you, my followers and my the people in the temple of truth. The drama go long.
Yeah.
Trust me. And
honestly, no be small thing, no be small thing. You know, Baba,
they have started issuing the certificates. Certificate of survival under Bokwari. Yeah. Some people no go even get certificate under that of Tifnumbu. Monday is so close. The prince. So
restructuring under my foot, Baba. If you see this man's face, if you see his face, only in face that it resembles death. The best way be their distance. Baba, you see, the things say Boko Haram, what did they tell them say he go rule Nigeria one day. You don't day for their domot. For all the one Nigeria domot. Boko Haram don't they rule Nigeria, they will give them a certificate on Monday. You understand? So they made a notice say that they see the wait for the Boko Haram will go come. It's already in their domot. All right? Because Tinubu where the waka is the fall down. That one they know where they know how to handle them. And the whole Nigerians, if they don't want to the shop at Bado in the morning, in the night, in the afternoon, and in the night, may them go learn from Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom, they should go and learn from Animal Kingdom. Maiyegun say lion. Any day where Malu, make I use the Malu, no be bull, man. I don't want to go understand. Any day where the bull decide, say, then go die with this lion where they shop them every day. Then gather in their number. And they tell you, it's a lion, they run away.
Lion go run.
I think you get me. Lion go run. Just no go. If they make mistake, go only one by one. I saw they get a catch them. But they go come out in their millions, in their billions. You go see, they go no say lion self they fear. If they say lion, they they fear. All this one where police they do. All this one where police they do issue threats is rubbish. Police go run if they see millions of people march out for their rights, for their destiny. Because Nigeria is all about life of people now is at stake. Is at stake. Destiny of people is at stake. That's what Nigeria is. I'm not happy that I'm abroad. If I get Biafra today, I'm going back home the next day. What are the five for Igbo land? You understand me? The weather itself not even match my skin. You hear me, Maiyegun? So my people, the
Prince Jejeman, but you can go back now. According to Kolu, you will not have to. It won't be that bad. I'll let you go, okay? Prince Jejeman, thank you so much for tonight.
Thank you, Jare. God bless you.
Shall see on Tuesday. On Tuesday. You stay safe, oh.
God bless you in advance, Baba.
Nice one.
And we are competing with armed robbers and the bandits to recruit from the youths who are unemployed. 33% unemployed. Recruit 50 million youths into the army and the other thing. Take away from their recruitment source. What they will eat? Cassava, agbado, corn in the morning, yam in the afternoon. It's growing here. You create demand and consumption.
All classes, you know what they call F level? When you get failure in all the subjects that you take. F9, F8, F9, F8, FF. Double F. That is his name. All classes. You know what they call F. I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, this one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please.
Thank you. Now, this is where we're going to draw the curtains tonight. I will see you tomorrow, Sunday, which is going to be our Sunday sermon and others that will follow. So, thank you so much for tonight. And also, for my camera, let me show you that quickly before I go. Right. So, I have that. For the last time, you're going to see it on camera like this, because after tonight, it's going to be the one mounted over there. Okay, it's the one I'm going to mount over there, and then we can begin to check out the picture and tell me what you think. Okay, thank you so much to every one of you, and to those who are telling me congratulations as well. Yeah, thank you. This machine is actually a very, very good machine. So I won't have to buy another one now for maybe another 1 or 2 years. Sure you get. So thank you to all of you. And this is for you. And everything that will come out of it as well will serve the purpose. The main purpose. Like this broadcast before you go. Okay? You can subscribe still if you haven't. I will see you some other time. You should all have a good evening and good night. From here.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun Diary, Maiyegun #1.
Maiyegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò.
Maiyegun